Hello, everyone. Are you an energy healer or spiritual worker looking to broaden your practice? Or maybe you're a spiritual seeker seeking more knowledge and trying to learn everything you can about energy work so that you can just, uh, just get all the knowledge you can about how it all happens. Or possibly you are just starting out and maybe you're finding it a little bit confusing, and possibly you've even encountered some other spiritual workers who are a little bit too woo-woo for you to really understand what's going on. And you want to know how it works without all the touchy-feely mystical language that gives us all a bad rap. Well, in that case, you've come to the right place. Welcome to my show, Spirituality Meets Science. I'm your host. My name is Renu Arora, and I do an energy healing modality called the trigger release method. The way I work is I help people overcome physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual issues by finding the underlying triggers that are causing them and releasing them from their subconscious. And to my clients, it looks and feels like magic. But like any good magic trick, once you know and understand how it all works, it actually turns out that there's no magic or mystery to it at all. And what you discover is that with a little bit of understanding, you can learn how to perform that same magic in your own life. So why am I here? I'm here to basically try and make energy work and energy healing understandable and accessible to everyone. I'm here to tell you that it's not just for those rare few born with that special gift or intuition into how it works. So if you're ready to be empowered to learn more about how the world really works, then I would love to introduce you to today's topic. So today we are discussing hypnosis. So I am so looking forward to this topic. What we're going to talk about today during this, what we're going to cover is first, what is hypnosis? For those of you who don't know, we're going to talk a little bit about how it works, get to the underlying theories behind hypnosis and what makes it do the things that we can do with it. And finally, we'll also be talking about what it's used for, and hopefully we'll have some time to maybe bust some myths, because there are a lot of myths around hypnosis. And that's one of the topics. That's one of the things that makes it so fascinating, because you see it in Hollywood movies and all sorts of stuff. And my guests today are going to tell you that it ain't like what it looks like on the big screen. So as I've mentioned about talking to my guests, let me introduce you to them. We have today Ms. Nisreen Foda. Nisreen is a certified hypnotist member of the National Guild of Hypnotists for the past 5 years. She believes that our mind has great power, and she helps her clients harness that power through hypnosis, make the changes they desire within themselves. Besides being a hypnotist, she's also a Reiki master and a meditation instructor. So Nisreen, welcome to our show. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself, like where you practice, and so where are you from, and what are you doing these days?
Hi, Renu. First of all, thank you for inviting me to be on this show. Really looking forward to it, and so glad to be here. As for, yes, where I do practice out of it, I have my practice in Oakville. I work and I do all the modalities like hypnosis, Reiki, and the group meditation. And yeah, it's happy to share with you what hypnosis is, and as you said, just break some myths there and tell people what is true and what's not.
Perfect. Okay, and my second guest today is Jodie Tessier. Jodie is a hypnotherapist, mind, body, and spiritual counselor. Jodie facilitates unique experiences for her clients while they are in guided meditation. This provides a safe environment for change, growth, healing, and exploration of oneself and the collective consciousness. So welcome, Jodie. I'll pose the same questions of you. If you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you practice, so our audience can get to know you.
Thank you, Renu. I'm really happy to be here. As you mentioned, I'm working for my health, facilitating experiences for people so that they can really understand that they have all the powers within themselves at all times. And it's really quite amazing that we can use hypnosis to do amazing things. So as my practice continues, I'm working for the people and always helping them.
Awesome. All right, you know what? I was so excited to get to my guest that I forgot to welcome our viewers. So welcome to everyone who's here. I'm so thrilled that you made it. So yes, we are. I wanted to let you know that we have a chat box. So you know the topic hypnosis. I gave you an idea of what we're going to be covering. And if you have any questions that you want Jodie or Nisreen to answer during the show, then please, by all means, put them in the chat box, and we will do our very best to answer them as we go. Also, I have one reminder. If you've seen the show before, and if you haven't, then I'll let you know. At the end of the show, so after our interview portion is done, I like to do a demonstration of TRM. That's my healing modality. So if you would like to be the subject of my demonstration, then also if you could put your name in the chat box and say that you wanted to be my subject, then yes, throw that in there too. And otherwise, just don't forget to stick around until the end of the show so you can view that. So now that I got that in a little bit of the wrong order, but hey, it's okay, it's all good. I'm just going to do a very quick bit of practitioner news. There we go. So as I said, I do a modality, the trigger release method, and I co-created it, and I teach and train other people to do this modality as well. So what I wanted to just let everybody know is I am so thrilled. 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from tomorrow, in fact, I am doing a practitioner training workshop. It is not too late to register for it. If you've had a session with me, or if you stick around for the demo and you like what you see, then by all means, go over to my website and you can get all the details about the workshop. One thing I keep forgetting to update on my website is that I've removed the requirement that that you stay at the hotel. So if you are local and you have a place to stay, then we're just taking $100 off the price of the workshop. So it's a 3-day intense workshop for $1,200 if you stay at the site, $1,100 if you don't. So yeah, that's the biggest practitioner news going on right now. So we're just going to leave it at that right now. And now back to today's topic. So yeah, so I said our topic is hypnosis. Now, just a little bit to a little bit of a prelude before we get into it. Hypnosis is a fascinating modality. We know it works. It's funny because a lot of the modalities that I have discussed and continue to discuss on this show are things that most people don't know about, or they seem a little too weird to give credence to. We know about hypnosis. This has been around for a really long time, and you know, again, the Hollywood things, like we've seen people up on stage barking like a dog and clucking like a chicken and doing all sorts of strange stuff. So we know there is definitely something to it. So I think it's a pretty rare person who will say, well, that's a placebo. my favorite energy healing work is it's all placebo, right? So so we see hypnosis. We encounter it a lot. We know there's something to it. But like I said, there's a lot of myths around it. In fact, I was kind of shocked. This doesn't happen very often. My husband mentioned that he was curious to know what I learned during the segment. It was something he was interested in. And he usually thinks the stuff I do is a little off. So, so it's like, okay, if my guy wants to know about this topic, then I know it's something that a lot of people are interested in. So, so yeah, I just wanted to add that little prelude in there. That I think we're going to be talking about something that will generate a fair bit of interest. So, what I just want to do is get to the first question. What is hypnosis? So, Jodie, do you want to field this question? What exactly is it?
Well, hypnosis, Renu, is actually a tool. It's a tool like anything else, but in your repertoire, it can be used for so many things. You mentioned stage hypnosis. So an entertainer can use hypnosis to cause us to laugh and have a good time. Whereas us healers, we're taking hypnosis as a tool, and we're allowing people to enter into a relaxed state of mind, picking up with so many possible feelings. So hypnosis is simply the relaxation of the mind and body so that we can all have the conscious mind and enter into the subconscious mind where 80% of all our functions, all of our habits, and our memories exist.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. I think we're having a little technical issue. If you could maybe fix the volume a little bit, we might not get your video so good, but part of that was not coming out clearly. So Jodie, if you could fix that a little bit. Yeah, can you say something now? I want to hear if it's any better.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the okay sounded better. Okay, so Nisreen, did you have anything you wanted to add to Jodie's description of what hypnosis is?
Jodie's description I could not hear very well at all.
Oh, okay.
But I guess she probably is saying the same thing that I would say or any hypnotist would say, that it is state with focused attention. So that's what hypnosis is. You focus on a particular thing, visualization or whatever technique the hypnotist is using. So they focus on that, so everything else goes in the background and they don't pay attention to that. It's basically focused attention.
Okay, so how does it work? How do you, how is it you get them to, how do people stop paying attention to everything else so they can focus their attention enough that they can like I still have the cluck like a chicken in there. Like how, how do you, what is going on in the brain that allows hypnosis to do what it does? Like you're gonna have to break it down for me because it really is rather foreign to me. Nisreen, do you want to say that?
Is that me or Jodie answering then?
Why don't you start with this one and then Jodie can fill in.
Okay, so how I would like to explain this is that when a client comes in, they come in with an issue and they obviously want help with that issue. Do anything that can help get that whatever issue that he or she is going through. That mindset, they are ready to follow the instructions of what the hypnotist is saying. So what the hypnotist does is, in a very gradual way, gets them to relax their mind and body both. A highly relaxed state and still focused on listening to what, asking them to visualize journeys. Say they're going for a trip to the beach or to a forest or to a stream, really pleasant, and their mind wants to go there. So with the result, because their mind wants to go there, it just and joins the hypnotist in that journey. And that's how they get totally mentally relaxed and physically relaxed, and they're ready. Hypnotist ask them to do. Does that answer your
Okay.
question?
Okay, so I'm gonna interject a little bit, and then I'm gonna have Jodie pick up. Um, so, because I do a lot of subconscious work too. So is this uh, essentially bypassing the conscious self?
Yeah.
So that, because I know the conscious self filters out everything. And so the idea is that you basically sent the conscious self for a little nap, or it's preoccupied with something else. It's just not paying attention. Is that essentially the idea? So now, without the conscious actively safeguard, like the gatekeeper is down. It just sort of accepts everything that's coming in. Is that sort of where we're at now?
Precisely.
Jodie, maybe you can, hopefully the volume will be better. Jodie, can you hear me okay?
So what I'm hearing, Renu, is
Oh, it was really good when you did that.
when we're conscious, our brain waves are extremely active. We're taking in our surroundings, all of the information that our eyes, seeing, our ears are hearing. These can be extremely distracting to the mind. Hypnosis is simply a tool to allow all those distractions and the brain waves to slow down. That way we have access to all the other things in our conscious, in our neurology. Because if we had access to everything that our neurological brain could hold, it would be extremely overwhelming every single day. So by relaxing the mind and bringing those brain waves down to a very low level, never as low as sleep, we're able to actually tap into that other neurological function that otherwise would be put into the background for our safety, really.
Okay. All right. So what? Well, that pretty much explains what's going on. So you said bringing the brainwaves down to a slower state is relaxing, and I think we've got the idea that yeah, we're bypassing the conscious. So that's how you can really get in there, because subconscious stuff I know. I got the subconscious down. Okay, then how about well, what is it good for? That's a question I think a lot of people would be wondering. What kinds of things are you? How about each of you tell me your favorite types of issues to work on? So Jodie, you can start this one.
Sure. So the largest quality of people who make decisions are the ones who have experienced trauma. So in our brains, when an event happens, there is an emotion that gets attached to it. So in the brain. So however strong the emotion is, the more significant that event is. While going into hypnosis, we can visit the event, and then we can change the emotion that was attached to it. For instance, if an event caused extreme fear, in hypnosis we can go back and revisit the event and attach with it a sense of calm and safety so that you can move on with your life without it affecting you.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I can totally see that, because the work I do also in a completely different way works. I do work with events that are traumatic or upsetting, eliciting strong emotions. So I've seen that in my own work. That is very cool that you basically you walk them through and you change the emotion. That's pretty neat. Okay, So, so is this like for fears and phobias? Like is that, I mean, it's, or do you work specifically on memories that have been troubling them so that they can just not think about those things anymore? Sure. Okay. All right. How about Nisreen? You want to tell me what do you enjoy working most with?
Well, mostly I enjoy changing people's limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs are what holds people back from achieving their best potential. And those limiting beliefs, as Jodie rightly said, it's coming from old memories, which is like either they heard someone say something, things they experienced in the past. Those kind of things form our belief system, are serve us and do well for us. And there are others which kind of hinder us and are now coming in our way of achieving the success that we want, change that we want in whatever behavior patterns or habits that we have. For instance, smoking, like started smoking for a reason way back when that was something that in etc. Whereas now that is not really working in their favor. To change that limiting belief, and we using hypnosis and in a trance state to change that limiting belief, just understand that no, this does not work for me anymore. Initially, yes, it was very good. It was the reason why I started was to fit in, but now very thing that is making me get secluded. So let's change this. And in a trance state, we change the belief to something positive, and that's how they can process of like letting go of that bad habit.
Okay.
That's smoking cessation is one of the things I use it, but there are various other things like pain management, as you mentioned, any fears, to overcome fears, reduction.
Okay. Can I interrupt for a second? I wanted to ask about those limiting beliefs. So do you have to know where those beliefs came from? Because if you're talking about changing the beliefs, but sometimes beliefs come from stuff we wouldn't even remember. So how do you identify what created that belief in the first place when people themselves don't always know?
Is that for me?
Yeah, that's for you to follow to finish what you're.
Okay, like you have a whole questionnaire through which and fills out, through which we get some idea. We don't always need to know where the limiting belief from the questionnaire and how they answer. We kind of get an idea. What happens is even if we don't know where the belief came from, as long as we know they have that, can go in and change that to a positive belief that works for them now.
Okay, well that works. All right, then really quickly, because I mentioned I wanted to bust some myths. Do you each, maybe you can each tell me one myth that that a lot of people have, like some misconception about hypnosis that they've got, and you want to explain that no, it's not really like that. How about Jodie, you start.
Let Nisreen go first, Major.
Sorry, Nisreen's going to go first. Okay, Nisreen, bust a myth for me.
Okay, the first one I'm going to go for is the fact that people are scared that under hypnosis they're going to tell me all their deep dark secrets. That does not happen. You only tell me those things that will help me to change your belief system to that works for you. Turn that, you won't tell me. You're not going to tell me all your deep dark secrets because you are always in control. You are in focused attention, remember, sleep, or you're not in a situation, you're not under a magic spell. You have full control. You will tell only what you want to tell.
So you can't pry into my subconscious and pull out all sorts of details that I would like to keep hidden.
I didn't hear that, sorry.
So you're telling me you can't pry into my subconscious and pull out lots of details which I don't want to tell you.
Yeah. Not if you don't want it known.
Okay. Well, that's a good myth. I think a lot of people are afraid that under hypnosis they're under, and then you can pretty much have access to everything. So that's a good myth to bust for us. Jodie, have you got a myth for us to bust?
I would have to say that the clients who are saying that, yes, they fear being under control, but mostly they're afraid of what might come up, what might come forward in the sessions. And there is really nothing for them to fear, because your subconscious and your higher self, it knows that you're ready to receive. And we can ask a question like finding the root to a problem. And if you're not ready to know the answer, it won't come up. It will wait till the right time. That kind of holistic investment.
That's pretty, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Again, that's something I deal with a lot in terms of, I say that the ego will protect you. If you're not ready to know, then the ego will keep you in the dark. It always tries to keep you safe. Like the whole goal is survival, and it's not going to release anything or provide you with anything that you are not capable or ready to handle. Yeah, that's also really good information to know. Okay. Oh, we're low on time, but I wanted to ask one more question. Can people do this for themselves? Like, I've heard of self-hypnosis. Is that a thing?
Oh, absolutely. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis, because you are the only one who is given permission to allow yourself to go into that relaxed state. So it's something you can learn to do yourself. I won't lie, though, it is much easier to have a guide.
That makes sense. Somebody who knows what questions to ask and how to get you to what you need. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So do you use somebody else? Like, do you trade services with people so that somebody else would put you under, or you put a colleague under, so that you could get to your own issues that way? Or do you do it, once you're trained as a hypnotist, is this something you do yourself?
Well, as for me, I do have my fellow go to, and then we do trade services. But from a different hypnosis perspective, what they are doing, what line of questioning they do. And then it is for you, you get a break. A wonderful feeling to be under hypnosis. The relaxed feeling is so great that, I mean, I would love it if somebody puts me under in hypnosis and does the work for me.
That's awesome. Okay. I think we are very much at the end of our time now. So I just wanted to say a really quick thank you to you both. I really, really appreciate you both being here. I had a great time. I think we learned a lot of stuff that we didn't necessarily know before. So that's awesome, always. So I'm just going to give you guys a chance to say a few last words on the topic, and then maybe and give us your contact information so that we can get in touch with you if somebody chooses to. So Jodie, do you want to wrap it up for us on your end?
Yes. So Thank you so much, Renu. I was happy to have this opportunity to talk about hypnosis. It's one of my life goals to share how amazing this tool is for everyone. And what I'm really looking for is people who are out there who really want to learn about their natural power that they have up here. So if anyone's interested in getting in contact with me, I'm going to put my email up in my border right there right now.
Oh, your volume cut out. You got muted for a second in there, but you put your, let me see. Okay, if you want to put your email, I guess, in the group chat or something, that would be, that would probably be the best way.
Perfect.
Okay, and Nisreen, thank you so much also for being here. If you want to just give a few last words and your contact information.
Sure. Thanks, Renu. It was a pleasure to be there and talk about my passion, which is hypnosis. Love to play with the mind, let's put it that way, and want. So why not, right? So if anyone wants to get in touch with me, you can go to my website, which is lifesolutions.com, or you can give me a call to ask any questions. That is 416-571-2700.
Okay, and I will also in the YouTube description, once this is up on site, I'll include your contact information in that description, so that'll make it easier for anybody who's seeing. So anyone who's watching this now, if you want the information, go look in the description. Their information will be there for you. Oh, perfect. I see Jodie's information up there, and I'll be able to toss that in. Okay, so last thing I've got to do is just wrap this baby up. So thanks everybody again for being here today. Next week, our topic is going to be the emotional freedom technique, also known as EFT. If you like the show, if you want to know about when we're happening in advance, then well, you can always follow me on Facebook. We advertise the show there, or go to my website and you can subscribe for my newsletter, and I will send you updates on when the show is. At the same time, you can, when you sign up, you can also get a free demonstration of TRM. So that's a little gift to you for so you can try out what I do. And please share the show with your friends. Let them all know. Okay, and that's all for the regular portion of our show. Like I mentioned, at the end of the show, I do a demonstration of TRM, and I don't think anybody has put in the chat box that they wanted to be a subject. So Jodie said earlier she's never actually tried this. Nisreen and I, she's been my guinea pig a whole bunch of times. So Jodie's never tried it before, so she said that she would be willing to give it a try. Are you still good being my subject? Yeah? Okay, awesome. And lucky for us, your audio doesn't have to be super perfect for this. You could even, what we could do is actually use the chat box a little bit if necessary, if it's a real problem, but I think we'll be okay. Now what I have to do is just get my book, because for some reason I didn't have it sitting in front of me. So give me 2 seconds. I need my trusty pendulum and my resource book. There we go. I have a whole bunch of these handy, so all the different trainings I've done, I managed to get a new copy each time, but we are good. Okay, so Jodie, I don't know if I've described for you how a demonstration works, but for anybody who's never seen this before, the way a TRM session works is, well, I mean, kind of like a hypnosis session in the sense that you start with a problem and we find out what's underneath it. So what is creating that issue? But it can also be a very convoluted, multifactorial circumstance. So a TRM session, at the very least, can literally take a couple of hours, depending on how much stuff is stuck. So for a demonstration, we won't be spending that long. What we're going to do is I essentially flip the paradigm on its head, and instead of asking your subconscious to start with a problem and tell me the events that are underneath it, instead I ask your subconscious if it has an event that it would really like to see released. So the corollary being, this is something that is causing you some kind of problem. We just don't know what. So we're not starting with something that you're aware of necessarily. We're starting with something that you might not be aware of. So, but the subconscious is going to give us something that it would really like to see resolved from your energy. So far, so good, Jodie? Yeah, we'll be okay there? Okay. So what I'm going to do first, I grab my trusty pendulum, and I'm going to go a little higher. My chair doesn't go any higher than this. A little higher, so if you want to, you can see what's going on with my pendulum. A yes response is front to back, and a no response is a counterclockwise circle, and that's probably all you're likely to see. So any other weird responses, I'll let you know what it's trying to say. So the first thing I'm going to ask is, can I connect with Jodie? And it's saying, yes, I can see your energy out there. The second question is, do I have permission to connect with Jodie's subconscious? So all aspects, your unconscious and conscious, physical and spiritual, as well as the energy on the timeline. And it initially says no, which is really normal because we protect ourselves. We don't just walk out every day and have open access to everything going on inside. So there we go, it shifted. It said that, yeah, you're giving me permission so that we can, so for the purposes of this, we'll be able to get to the root. Did I just lose Jodie? Says she left the juice.
She was.
Is she coming back? I just left her, or just lost her. Oh my goodness. She was having a few internet troubles. Maybe you think she's going to come back on me? This is sad. I wasn't sure if she's frozen there. Oh, very strange. Nisreen, do you want to be? Do you want to give it a try again, or are we going to just call it a day today?
Let's see. Can you figure it out?
Oh, can I find a life event for you? Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that. Jodie had to disappear on me without really knowing she was going to do it. It happened. That happened to somebody last week. It just sort of cut her right out. So I don't know whether it's her, whether it's Google, or what's going on, but it seems to be a pattern. All right. All right. So let's see if I can connect with Nisreen. And do I have permission to ask Nisreen to connect with all aspects? Nope. We're gonna get there though. All right. There we go. Okay. So you're in, or I'm in. Okay. So now in your case, I'm asking for permission to access the most important or relevant life event that you're seeking to release from your energy. And it's saying, yeah, I've got permission. All right, first, is there any drama around this event? There's some drama. Now, drama, for anybody who doesn't know, is it's one of the ego's ways of keeping us in the adventure. Drama are uncomfortable details that surround an event Often what happens is when it's there, it'll cloud things. I'll get no answer. Like it'll totally, I'll get sort of like radio silence, try to cloud the answer, or memories will be foggy. So you'll have a problem remembering something, and then we clear drama and you go, oh yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. Or sometimes, and this is the most annoying, I'll get thrown on the wrong trail. Like I'll get a certain age, and then it'll turn out that the age is actually nothing like that. But it was just giving us clues to not really let us get to what's underneath it because it was too uncomfortable. So part of us said, ooh, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't really want to go there. So we have to clear drama a lot. But that's okay. So there is some drama here. So we're in a demand of the ego that it release the drama. Is there any more drama? Okay, here you go. Let's let the drama go. Okay, so how many clues will help us figure out what this event is? Is it 1 clue? No. 2? No. 3. 3 clues. Is there drama around any of these clues? No. The first of the 3 clues is in column A. No. Column B. No. Column C. Yes. 1 through 10. 1 through 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. C10 is our first of 3 clues. And it's inconsiderate. No, it's not. I need some drama again. And there's drama. I demand this drama be released. Is there any more drama? Collapse the timeline around this drama. Is there any more drama now? Okay. Again, how many clues is it? It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 clues. First of 3 is in column A. There we go. 1 through 10. 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the first clue is actually arrogant. Okay.
Sorry, what is the first clue?
The first clue is arrogant. See, I know there's no drama when it stays on the clue, but last time I found a clue and it went, yeah, no. It's like, drama. All right, the second clue is in column A. No. B. No. C. Yes. 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, 31. Drama. Now the drama begins. Any more drama? Collect the timeline around this drama. Any more drama? Okay, the second clue, column A, column B, column C, column D, column A, column A. Is it just a 1 clue? Okay, now what's going on? All right, here you go in balance. Okay, we still have permission to access this event. No, we got drama there. Demand this drama be released. Is there any more drama here? Collect the timeline around this drama. Is there any more drama here? Okay, do we have permission to access this event? Yes. So again, the first clue is at arrogance. Okay, so we got the first clue, okay. No, we don't. Wow, I'm wondering what this one's gonna be. I need drama around the clue. No, it was just like I'm been thrown off the wrong trail all over the place. All right.
Oh, that is so
it's curious. Okay, how many clues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clues. The first one, column A, B, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 11 to 25, 26, 27. Drama. No. Column B, A, B, C, D. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting nothing today. Okay, let's try this one more time. Do I have permission to access this life event? No, I'm getting denied permission again. This is what's going on. All right, so there's a lot of drama around the life event. Yes. Okay, this is what's going on. So in order to release this drama, is there a lesson to answer? Yes, the core beliefs release. No, other emotions, beliefs, or attitude. No, is there drama around the lesson? No, is it 1 lesson? Yes, there's a lesson in 1 through 20. 21 through 40, 21 through 30, 31 through 35, 31, 34, 33. 39 drama, any more drama? Lots of time went around this drama, any more drama? Okay, is it still one lesson? Yes. 1 to 20, 1 to 10, 1 to 16, oh, finally settling on something, okay. So there's a lesson creating all sorts of drama. So the lesson is number 18. And once we get to that, I'll be able to actually find out what the event is. So do you have to read this lesson fully? No. So I just have to read it to you. Just the title, we'll anchor it in, and then we'll actually get some more. 18. Ooh. Trust yourself. Only then can you trust others. So something about this life event, something about it, there's this issue of trusting yourself. So because there's a lesson that needs to be anchored, you weren't allowing your ego is not allowing us to access it. So we're just anchoring this lesson, and then we'll be able to anchor. We'll be able to access the life event. Okay, now that's anchored. Now, is there any more drama around this life event? No. Is the ego now going to give us permission to access it? Yes. These are nice, strong answers. I like it. Okay. How many clues are going to help us figure this out? Is it 1 clue? No. 2? No. 3. Okay, 3 clues. This is much stronger. Any in column A? Yes. No. B? Drama around the clues. I demand the drama be released. Any more drama there? Lots of time around this drama. Any more drama there? Okay. Again, how many clues? 1, 2. Do we have permission to access this? Whoa, this is really bizarre. Okay, something else is popping your ego out of balance. Is it external or internal? Internal. Is it a lesson? Okay, internal. Lesson, core belief, emotion, inside influence, outside influence, heart. Okay, is there drama here? No, it's part. Okay, engaged part, disengaged part, engaged part. Wow, we're okay. Don't worry. I figured out what's popping you out of balance. In order for this, is it safe for this engaged part to embrace wholeness? Or to do so, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? Core beliefs to release. Other emotions, boost or attitudes. An influence to address. A life event. Oh, an obstacle, a challenge. Okay, it's a challenge. Is there drama around this challenge? No. Is it one challenge? Yes. It's a challenge. We have to identify it as a challenge in 1 through 20, 21 through 40, 41 through 50, 41 through 45, and 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4. Okay, this is what's getting us out of balance. All right, challenge 44. So basically, it's like there's something here that should be motivating you to move forward, but you're getting in your own way. Challenge 44 is to let go of the need for control. That's why we're not getting into this. To let go of the need for control. So, what's keeping this challenge in your life? Is it a lesson that needs to be anchored? A core belief to release. Other emotions, boost attitudes, any drama around them. Demand the drama be released and collapse the timeline around the drama. Any more drama? Just identify them. Okay, release all these emotions, boost attitudes, creating this challenge. Is this challenge still an issue? Have these parts now embraced wholeness? Okay, so now is your ego in balance? Now, can we pretty please get to this life event? Okay, so we can. We'll see now. Okay, any drama around the life event anymore? Okay, how many clues are going to help us figure it out? Is it 1, 2? 2 clues. Main column A, no. B, yes. 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, 21 through 25, 26. Okay, finally I got something that looks like it might be useful. B29 is our first of two clues. B29. Hot temper. Hot temper. And it's saying, yes, that is the first clue. And it's not wavering off of it this time, at least. Okay, the second clue, column B. Column C. 1 through 10. 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. C8. Okay, C8 is inability to speak. So hot temper and inability to speak. Yes. All right, so when did this take place? Was it during adulthood? No. Was it before the age of 15? No. Was it age 15? 16, 17, 18, 17. Age 17, give or take. Hot temper, inability to speak. Around the age of 17, could have been 16, could have been 18. Anything spring to mind, or do we have to start digging?
One incident comes to mind. Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
And is that the, yep, there we go. Yep, you found it. That seems to be the most important thing for you at the moment. All right. So now what I want to ask is, when you think about that event, like, you don't have to share it with me. You don't have to broadcast what it is. But when you think about it, does it trigger some emotion? Like we were talking about, with hypnosis, going in, trying to reduce the charge, right? So there's some emotions associated with it?
Earlier, yes, a high degree of emotion associated with it, but now, not much.
Not much, but there's still something. Like when you put yourself in that place, like if you
it's discomfort,
okay,
a little discomfort, but it is not really that bothersome as it used to be.
Right, but discomfort. So it's not completely neutral yet. That's all I need. All right, so now, in order to neutralize it, are there lessons that need to be anchored? Yes, core beliefs to release. No, other emotions, beliefs, or attitudes. No, first is there contract for the kids? There is. Okay. There's drama around the lesson. I demand this drama be released. Any more drama? Collapse the timeline around the drama. Any more drama? Okay. Is it one lesson? Yes. Is the lesson 1 through 20? Yes. 1 through 10? Yes. 1 through 5? No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. Okay. Lesson 9. And do we have to read this whole lesson? No. Okay. So the lesson associated with that life event is number 9, which says, be personally responsible. Do not blame, accuse, or hold others accountable for your actions. How's this lesson been?
I pretty much thought that's what it would be.
Sorry, you knew?
Read it and figured that's probably what it will come out to be, something like that.
Okay. Well, I like it when it fits just right.
You're back on.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so having anchored that lesson in now, has the contract been resolved? No. So there's something else left. Is there a lesson to anchor? A core belief to release? Oh, yeah, there's drama here. Coming up really slow. Is there drama around it? I demand the drama be released and collapse the timeline around the drama. Any more drama? Okay. We have to identify the core belief. Is it one core belief? 2, 1 core belief. So there's also a belief that you picked up as a result of that event. Is it 1 through 20? 21 through 40, 41 through 50, 41 through 45, 46, 47, 48, 47. Core belief 47. There's a theme.
Oh my God.
As long as I am in control, I will never be surprised, and I will always be safe.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, hang on. As long There we go. Yeah. Life is about change and challenge. The need to control all aspects and find all answers first in my life so I'm never surprised limits opportunities from unexpected life experiences. The element of surprise offers new perspectives, excitement, and choices, making my purpose or path more exciting. It is always a choice as to how I view surprise. By engaging in the unexpected that life offers, I build inner feelings of security, courage, and strength. With that having been released, now has the contract been satisfied? No, there's still something else. Okay, a lesson to anchor. Another core belief has popped up. Other emotions, views, attitudes. Is there drama around this core belief? No, is it one core belief? Yes, 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, another core belief, number 10. Like one, you uncover one and another filters up, and it's like, okay.
It's like you're going to be here all day.
No, there won't be much longer, I'm sure. I can't trust anyone or anything in my life. The opposite of that. Trust for others comes after I forgive and love myself first. By trusting myself, I will know where and on whom I can place my trust. Okay, that hasn't fully shifted yet. I have to read it again. Trust for others comes after I forgive and love myself first. By trusting myself, I'll know where and on whom I can place my trust. Okay, with that, now has the contract been resolved? Are you kidding me? Another lesson, core belief, and emotion. I don't want emotion. Is there drama around the emotion? I demand the drama be released. Any more drama? Collapse the timeline around this drama. Any more drama? Do we now have to identify those emotions? No. Has the contract been resolved? Okay, it's been resolved. So we release the contract in love and light, filling the void with unconditional acceptance and white light for greater personal healing. Is there now anything remaining or residual of this life event? I feel like there's still something here. Okay, some drama around this. I demand this drama be released. Any more drama? Collapse the timeline around this drama. Any more drama? Okay, now is there anything residual remaining of this life event? I feel like there's something. Is this an intention? There is. How many intentions? More than 5? No. 1, 2, 3. An intention. 3 intentions. Well, Nisreen doesn't want to be part of any of these intentions anymore, so she's demanding to be detached and choosing to detach herself from them. Anything else remaining to detach herself? Nope. So release them in love and light. Now, is there anything remaining of this life event? Okay, there we go. So now, when you think about the event, so if you could think about it again, can you let me know if there's still that little bit of discomfort left?
I think it's gone.
It's gone?
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
Gone.
Awesome. There we go. So yeah, it's fascinating. The more I do this with people, the more complicating they're getting for me. It's like the universe wants to test me.
Complicated people.
I keep getting tested now. Like they're just getting like more drama and more this. I mean, I got a partner and intention. Like all these crazy concepts are coming up when usually it's just a little drama, but fun event, and have fun. That used to be how it was.
I would say you probably are ending up picking up more complicated people so that you get challenged.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm just getting more and more complicated cases every time. Yours has been the most complicated demo so far. Like I had to fight to get in there.
And I was trying to avoid that for you.
No problem.
But
I think part of it is that you probably do a whole lot of work on yourself. So there was and when there's so much drama, like that, again, that's what keeps us from looking at our own stuff. So
yes.
From anyone's perspective, like yours or the person working on you, like if you're trying to do your own stuff, but your own subconscious is saying, no, I don't want to go there, it creates this invisibility barrier. It's like it's not there at all. So you don't even know that's where you're supposed to be looking. So yeah, so it makes, sometimes it's really difficult to get at these things because there was a lot in order to just, like by the time we got there, you're like, yeah, I remember that event. Like, yeah, it was uncomfortable, but just all the stuff around it, we had to peel off a lot of layers so that you could be comfortable looking at it, because that's what the drama does. It makes it there was enough discomfort that it would keep you from looking at it or thinking about it. So there you go. Maybe that's why I had to work with you. I think I needed a challenge today.
Yeah, I know. Like Jodie disappeared, I guess, because universe decided, okay, you need a challenge.
Yep, that's exactly it. So thank you again, Nisreen. I always love working with you. It's so much fun.
Thank you. We have to
and next time you're gonna hypnotize me. We'll see what happens. Okay, so for anybody who's still watching, thank you for viewing, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Take care.